Hey Firman, tell me a little bit about this great car.
Yes, Steve, this is a 1912 International Harvester. It's called an Auto Wagon. In the old days, the farmers couldn't afford to have both a car and a truck, so this would be the unit that they took. There's May in the back seat. We took her to church on Sunday, and then they come home, they take out the back two seats, take off the top, and then you have a truck with a tailgate, and so it's called an Auto Wagon.
Wow. And how many of these were made, do you know?
I don't know. There's the number one at the store. How many of these were made?
About 500 a year.
500 per year.
And how long were they made for?
1907 to 1915.
1907 to 1915.
So this is right in the middle of the pack, isn't it?
Wow. Well, I don't think this one did too much time in at least my fields, and it doesn't look like any of the international harvesters that I'm familiar with. But
Well, you know, talking to Stu Laidlaw, who was the restorer on this and owned it previously, it was quite a mess when you got it, wasn't it, Stuart? And it didn't have seats, and he made the seats to back there. So this is really the original SUV, isn't it?
yeah,
Sport utility vehicle.
first SUV.
A little bit about the car itself. You notice we have to check the air quite regularly on these hard tires, you know. And this is called a high wheeler, and that's kind of the name of this style, because it's right from the buggies and the wagons to start into cars. It's a two-cylinder, about 22 horsepower, I think Mr. Laidlaw said. About 22 horsepower. It's chain drive. The pistons are 4.5-inch diameter, so you get about 22 horse out of it. So it's kind of an interesting. I just think it's an unusual vehicle, and you certainly don't see many around on the streets, that's for sure.
No, and it's just gorgeously restored, and it's just typical of the type of cars that we'll see the Saturday the 28th coming up is our annual Concours de Elegance, and we'll have over 300 antique, classic, and collectible cars again this year. Motorcycles, travel trailers. The unique event is the vintage race cars. We have about 15 vintage race cars coming, starting from 1913, a Tosi, and going all the way up to a 1975 Shadow Can-Am car. And the cool thing about this is all the cars are going to fire up. All those race cars start up one by one, so you get to hear 1913 engine all the way up to a 1975 engine. The event raises funds for 4-H FFA, both locally here in the county, Tuolumne, Amador, Stanislaus County as well, and then on the state and state level for both 4-H and FFA. So we'd really love to have you come out and join us and see great cars like what Firman's brought us today to showcase here. It's $20 tickets at the gate, $35 for a couple, and kids under 14 get in for free.
That sounds great, Steve. Now, Steve, which race car are you going to put me against here? Because I can go 20 miles an hour. That's all that's all the book says I can go. But
we have this unique little set of vintage engines that actually run this year. They're full cast engines, small. I think I'll put you up against one of those.
Oh, thank you. So, I may win that class.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for showcasing and telling us a little bit about this great car.
It's a great event out there, Ironstone Concours, and I've been showing there for a number of years.
Yep.
And try to bring something different every year. And come on out. It's a great show.
Great. Thank you.